The man in charge of dismantling the Rena was told the way he went about it was madness, but a little crazy might be what's required. Frank Leckie pulls a rolling and unstable shipwreck apart as he's standing on it. Now, he cuts massive chunks of steel out with blowtorches. He hooks them onto choppers hovering overhead. This is not a job for the faint-hearted. In fact, Donna Marie Lever should be taking a bow for even venturing onto that wreck with Frankie, the salvage master.
We're moving house and evicted from our first house up here into our second house next week because we have to cut this section of the ship away.
Frank Leckie and his team are on the move again. Their makeshift shack and DIY airport is facing the chop.
This landing pad comes away and the actual structure that we're standing in comes away. Then we move to here with the helipad. And underneath the helipad is going to be our house.
Few people would choose to step on board this stricken ship now, let alone build here. The Rena has been left twisted and broken. A year on, her rusted skeleton, now a shadow of its former self, torn on top of the astrolabe reef.
There's not as much structure, so as the seas hit it, it could break apart while we're on board.
So what's the backup plan?
Jump. No, a helicopter. We'll get the helicopter and we'll get off. And then we'll start working out for the barge.
But Frankie is the master at this game.
You fly around the world and you cut up and blow up ships.
Correct.
For 30 years he's tackled trouble wrecks at sea, although none quite like the Rena.
Most jobs around the world, when a ship runs aground, it's on the ground. The way the Rena is, it's sitting on top of a cliff. So at any time it could slide back while we're on it.
Dismantling her is another challenge. It's never been done this way, and Frankie's been told he's mad to even attempt it.
We've proven that we can take out a lot of steel fast with the helicopters, even though it hasn't been done before and they think we're crazy. Well, I don't think we're that crazy.
And it's not cheap. The bill is already in the hundreds of millions of dollars. The final salvage cost is expected to put it second only in the world to the Costa Concordia disaster.
It's got a lot of coordination with the crane barge, a lot of coordination with the helicopters, so it becomes more intense and more fun.
This giant Jenga game at sea moves under the water this week. New equipment and specialist divers are here to help. But the more that is cut away, the more chance it will move, if not roll.
No, there's no guarantee. As we cut it away and the structure gets weaker, even in rough weather, it's rolling and it's swaying. So what's happening is the low side is collapsing. And if we cut the wrong thing, the whole thing could collapse.
The final task, to take the bow to a metre below the water level. And that means the salvage team will have to work suspended from the air.
Once the ship starts breaking and unsafe, we'll level to come out by winches, by the helicopters. We'll cut the pieces, and then the crane on the barge will lift the big pieces away.
Frankie to be home in Northern Ireland to celebrate the new year. But until then...
Well, you might as well have fun. There's no sense in crying over it. You might as well enjoy it.